We earlier read the story of the peace between the governor of Rivers State, Fubara, and the FCT minister, Yesom Wike, that the president brokered. Now we have Marvin Yobana, a former chairman, Kana local government area. He joins us from Port Harcourt to look at the return of peace to Rivers State. Martin, glad to have you join us. Marvin,
Thank you very much. Good evening.
Marvin,
yes.
Yeah. All right, well, Fubara says no sacrifice is too big for peace, stability, and progress of the state. He's taking the high road, apparently. Your evaluation of the statement?
Well, it's been a while. The governor told all of us that there is no price that he cannot pay for peace to reign in Rivers State. And this he has done clearly by trying to ensure that all the issues that were brought before him are resolved between he and his benefactor, the FCT minister. And I want to say I commend the governor because he is not high-handed. He's somebody who believes that as long as there is peace in the state, it's for the overall interest of everybody in the state, not for his own personal interest. That is why all the agreements that they have reached, the governor has tried to keep all of them. And after this meeting he held with the assembly members, the former governor of Rivers State, and Mr. President, he came back and he told all of us, all his supporters in Rivers State, that look, we must not do anything that will derail the peace. He has told us clearly that this peace must stand because all the democratic institutions in Rivers State was dormant and nothing was happening. Development has grinded to a halt. So he has said clearly that it is one family. The structures that brought him to become governor is the same structure, despite the disagreements that he had with the former governor of Rivers State. So he has decided to follow it and make sure that this time it stands. So we all accept what he has said, and we have seen reason with him why there needs to be peace in the state. Because the more we have this political crisis in Rivers State, the more Rivers people are suffering from lack of development in the state.
Now, you've
touched things that
you've touched on two issues, but let me address this one first. The question of stalling developments. How does this speak to the kind of politics politicians play in your state and generally?
Well, for us in Rivers State, the politics is something that has been affecting us, because when you see people who were brothers yesterday, today they can no longer talk together, they cannot go to social functions together, they cannot interact. It's of no use. Look at the legislative arm of government was not working for a while because they have been in disagreement with the governor. So you see, these are issues that stall development definitely. You can see the projects the governor has taken on. For a while now, since he was suspended, most of these projects have halted. It has grinded to a halt because the administrator that was brought to Rivers State, he is not from Rivers State. Secondly, not coming from Rivers State, he does not understand the issues that affect the people of Rivers State directly. So what he is doing is just running a small administration of what he thinks he can do, but the core issues he doesn't know, because why? He did not contest and promise the people, the electorate in Rivers State that, look, I'm going to do this, I'm going to do that. So he's coming like somebody supervising something is happening. So most of the projects that was put in place talk about the infrastructures when it comes to education, healthcare, water, and the rest. All those things have halted now because the governor is no longer on seat. So that is why I want to use this opportunity to thank Mr. President, because for him to have that foresight to step in, to intervene at the point when this thing was degenerating into lawlessness, because when the assembly refused to grant the governor permission for him to come in and present the budget like they requested, and they were jumping from here to there, they were threatening to impeach the governor and so on, the president intervened. Although to us, it was undemocratic, we did not like it, but on the long run, we've seen the wisdom in what the president did to ensure that this political crisis in the state does not degenerate further. And I want to commend the governor, because for him taking that bold step to go and meet the minister for FCT, discuss with the assembly members, and all of them come to an agreement that, look, it is high time for the state to move forward. I think they have all sacrificed for peace to hold in the state. And I don't see any victor or any vanquished. I think they are all winners, because the people who suffer from this political crisis are the masses, the people who voted them into office. So I think it is high time we call a spade a spade. Everybody comes together, like the governor has said. We should all unite and work together, and that none of his supporters to do anything that will derail this peace process.
All right.
He has told them he's not interested in anything that they are doing for him, that they should not do anything for him, but they should just follow him if they trust him, and ensure that this peace process works. And everybody should respect the Honorable Minister for FCT and every other politician in all the actors in this crisis.
Okay. Marvin, the appearance of Fubara and Nyesom Wike, the FCT minister, at his uncle's burial, and of course the players, you know, does this signify that the peace is... I was going to ask you, was this peace forced on Fubara? But let's talk about the appearance. What does this tell you? That it's going to eventually be sustained. Mind you, in the past, it collapsed. So will this be sustained?
This is a very good sign. When you see the two leaders come together, attend social events together, discuss together, it shows the followers that there's no need for them to fight. There's no need for them to be in disagreement, because the leaders are already working together. And that is why I keep commending the three actors in this whole drama, or what do I call it, the whole case, like the governor, the minister, and Mr. President. You see, because the other followers, the other actors look up to them. So definitely for them to unite and come together and say, look, enough of this. Let us move the state forward. It's a good thing. And today was a very good sign. When you saw the former governor and the current and the suspended governor go to attend the program together. It has never happened for more than a year now.
I'm sure.
So it's a very good sign that the peace will stand.
Okay. Before I let you go, just briefly, I'm sure Rivers State people must be expecting Fubara's restoration to office. Any idea? What are you looking at? What are the people thinking?
Well, the people applauded what happened some few days ago, and they thanked, they are happy with Mr. President, they're happy with the FCT minister, they're happy with the governor, and they are hopeful that democratic institutions will all be restored back in the state, because we are now in an emergency rule, which is not good for democracy in the first place. So we hope that Mr. President, in his wisdom, will shorten the time that this whole state of emergency was declared and whatever, and restore back the legislative arm of government and the executive arm of government to function properly for peace and progress of the state, and to give Nigeria a very good name. Because let us not forget that Rivers State is one of the critical states that bears the golden egg that carries up this economy, which is what we all strive on. So it is important that peace is restored back in the state. It's political, there's no violence in the state, but that political crisis had caused a lot of issues among the smooth running of the state. So it's a welcome development. We welcome it. We thank all of them, and we are asking that every actor should forgive each other and move on, since the leaders themselves have taken this step.
All right. Marvin Yobana, former chairman, Kana local government area in Rivers State, joining us on Newsline from Port Harcourt. Thank you so much for being on the program.